A business has been described as an organisation or an economic system where goods and services are exchanged for one another or for money. Every business requires some form of investment and enough customers for whom its output can be sold to on a regular basis in order for that business to make a profit. Businesses can be either privately owned, not for profit, or state owned. In the past 100 years, business has seen many changes. Some of these changes have been minor and relate to changes in society. An example of this being the increase of women in the workplace due to their improved status in society. And furthermore, there's a lot of things that are important to a business. Globalisation has really changed the business world. Now business has been linked in a way they never have been before. Similarly, the financial crisis in 2008 had a massive effect on business, and disruptive technologies are also changing the way in which businesses are thinking. Businesses must always keep ethics and their corporate social responsibility at the centre of all their thinking, and as well, privately owned businesses, profit maximisation is everything.
Globalization refers to the growing integration of economies and societies over the past 2 decades, made possible by the rapid advances in communication technologies. The recent surge in overseas trading has increased production of goods and services, which has allowed firms to experience many benefits in terms of economies of scale and increased profit. The influx in international trade allowed many global links to be established, which has created many benefits not only for the businesses but society as a whole. Countries trade with one another in order to maximize efficiency and trade of money as well as countries' utility. Globalization has allowed this trade to be more fluid due to tax breaks and tariffs being revoked. Globalization has allowed less developed countries to have more of a market share, spreading the world's wealth fairly and more equally. It has also given them access to more resources such as technology. Technology is a main factor of globalization. It is enabling growth of multinational companies with a global presence in many different economies. With things like social media, the internet, and more developed telephone systems, companies are able to communicate with ease and efficiency. Globalization has changed changed the world for businesses, but also makes societies better.
According to Clayton M. Christensen, a Harvard Business School professor, a disruptive technology is a new emerging technology that unexpectedly displaces an established one. With new innovations coming along constantly, such as the iPad, Dyson vacuum, and online streaming, disruptive technologies have never been so relevant. Spotify is a prime example of a disruptive technology. It has revolutionized millions of lives and the way we listen to music. Instead of paying for individual CDs or iTunes, Spotify offers annual or monthly fees. This means that there are limitless numbers of songs people can now listen to for a constant price. Though this is great for consumers, iTunes has seen a massive drop in its use to the point Apple has moved to Apple Music, a similar streaming system.
Business ethics makes a business ask what's right and wrong. Although there is no specific reward system for acting in an ethical manner, the organisation can gain customer loyalty, a motivated workforce, and more investors. The consequences of being unethical can be extremely damaging to the company, leaving it facing legal fees, fines, and court proceedings. In an organisation, corporate image is key. The customer perception of the brand is essential to the organisation's success. Corporate social responsibility is not a legal obligation of the company. Although acting in an unethical manner may have a detrimental effect on their brand image. Currently, many organisations exploit employees through the use of zero-hour contracts. Many view this as an extremely unethical business practice, despite it being completely legal. This attracts negative media attention to companies such as Sports Direct. This shows that with customer perception becoming more important, ethics now plays a vital role in the operation of businesses.
In 2008, the world economy crashed, resulting in unemployment to rise and business closures all over the world. The financial sector was partly to blame for this crash. This was because the banks lent mortgages to people who were unable to repay them. The banks then took control of the houses and were hoping to sell the houses on to make back the money they'd handed out. However, there was a housing crash, so the value of the houses dropped. This meant that banks such as the Lehman Brothers in America were unable to repay their debt and were forced to close. This caused a ripple effect on the world economy, and soon it was in tatters. To avoid future recessions, businesses must not be allowed to abuse their power as banks have done so in the past.
The main aims of a business is ultimately to maximise their profits. However, they do need to ensure that they keep key aspects such as their corporate social responsibility at the forefront of their decision making. To conclude, the business world is ever changing, and thanks to globalisation, businesses therefore must adapt and evolve to incorporate this change in order to succeed.